It's on.
Okay. Almost there.
I don't know.
Hello and welcome to Chris's Blu Ray Collection 2016.
How I move?
Kathleen here is going to hand me some of my Blu-rays. Come on, Kathleen, what do we have to begin with?
This.
To begin with, we have Slumdog Millionaire. What do we have next? We have a nice slipcover with the Coen Brothers inside Llewyn Davies. Another Coen Brothers film. Obviously she is selecting the Coen Brothers at the moment, but this is a serious man. I've yet to watch this, but I will, and I'll get back to somebody about it. We have one of my favourites, No Country for Old Men. A classic Coen Brothers film, and if you have not seen it, I highly recommend. And so does the Academy. What do we have next, Kathleen? Ah yes, Blue Valentine. Absolutely spellbinding. That word? One of Ryan Gosling's best, I believe, and Derek Cianfrance's finest piece of work, I believe. Also, excellent film. Love it to bits. One of my favourites. Probably in my top 20. Probably. But you should check that video out when it comes out, maybe sometime, so subscribe to see that. Ah yes, one of my top 10 films, Drive. Obviously there is a Ryan Gosling feel going on here. Nicholas Winding reference. What? Nice slipcover. I recently repurchased this. As you'll see in my room tour collection vid, I already have this. Recently rebought it because of the slipcover. Beautiful film, incredible cinematography, brilliant score, or soundtrack should I say, and masterful directing. So yes. What do we have next, Kathleen? Love it. Next we have 500 Days of Summer, a film I secretly love because it is excellent. Superb directing, incredible screenwriting if you will watch it. It's very clever the way they wrote and structured this film. What do we have next, Kathleen? Interstellar. Recently bought this for the first time. Have seen it in the cinema. Only Nolan film I didn't really buy immediately. Inception. Place Beyond the Pines, beautiful slipcover. Nice steelbook here. Got it from Zavvi. Pretty cheap, about £4.99 I think it was. Very nice. Very nice. As much as people don't like the film, I actually quite enjoy it. Then we have the Bourne Trilogy. Did I say trilogy? Trilogy. First three Matt Damon, Jason Bourne films. Excellent trilogy, one of my favourites. Ultimatum is really the best, I think. You could argue Identity is, and I would understand, but Ultimatum is a fine action film, I believe, and has an excellent ending that really bookends the trilogy as a whole. Next we have Taken. Leon, The Professional. Nikita. Some Luc Besson films going there. I don't know how you pronounce his name. Another Coen Brothers film. The Big Lebowski. Another Coens. Who messed my Coen Brothers films? Got Barton Fink. Underrated Coen Brothers film, I think. I did really enjoy that. Clever dark comedy film. Got Die Hard 4. These are really out of order. Should have went the other way around, because now we've got Die Hard 3. Die Hard with a Vengeance. At the moment, it's my personal favourite Die Hard. It does intertwine, it does kind of change between this and the first classic Die Hard action film. Because now we do have Die Hard. As you'll see, I don't have Die Hard, A Good Day to Die Hard, which is the fifth one, or Die Hard 2, my least favourite that I have seen is Die Hard 2. It's the only reason I don't have it at the moment. Die Hard 5 isn't a thing. We've got Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs. Interesting Danny Boyle film. My favourite Danny Boyle film, 127 Hours. I give that a 10 out of 10, that film. Classic. That'll be a future classic, I believe. Careful with those Steelbooks. They're not they're DVDs.
Oh.
Next we have Only God Forgives. I believe we're getting into my Steelbook collection now. Very nice Steelbook to a film I actually enjoyed. One of my favourite films of 2011 maybe? Was it 2011? Super 8. And an excellent Steelbook. I got imported from Italy, I believe. One of my favourite films. Inception again. Imported from America. Inception Steelbook. Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. Very nice Steelbook from Zabi. One I got for Christmas, I believe, or my birthday from my brother. 2001: A Space Odyssey. Excellent film. If I had to say that there was a greatest film of all time, I would probably say it was 2001: A Space Odyssey, despite it not being my personal favourite, but I would have to say that technically that is the greatest film. RoboCop. The 80s RoboCop. Speed. Tell me if you get that reference. Speed. Speed. Whiplash. In an excellent steel. Do you see what that is? Like a drum. No. What's that? Cymbal. Like a cymbal. Part of a drum kit. Excellent David Fincher film, although you could probably say that about almost any of his films. Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. And it's not a remake. I do not consider that a remake because it was just an American adaptation of a book. Moving on to the James Bond Steelbooks, we've got Goldfinger. I think this is a 50th anniversary Steelbook Blu Ray. My favourite James Bond film, Casino Royale. Got this the day these Steelbooks and slipcovers were released. Very nice Steelbook. Quantum of Solace. A James Bond film I don't mind and find quite enjoyable. And we have the one that most people seem to love the most, Skyfall. I think this was my first Blu-ray, I think. Beautiful. Javier Bardem. This is my World Cinema collection of Blu-rays, which is very, very slim. I have a lot of them on DVD. La Haine, Point Blank. Really fun film. Really entertaining. Headhunters. Also an excellent film. I believe it won best foreign picture of that year, I think. One of my favourite world cinema films. Let the Right One in a really nice slipcover. I do personally prefer that to the American remake, but I do like the American remake. We have Apocalypse Now. Actually, I've yet to get round to watching this film, but this is an excellent case nonetheless. Oh yeah, this isn't world cinema films anymore. Man with No Name trilogy, which has Fistful of Dollars for a few dollars more and The Good and Bad and the Ugly. Very nice box set that I got from HMV. All for Indiana Jones adventures. The film adventures, that is. We again have my favourite James Bond film and one of my favourite films, Casino Royale. It's deluxe edition. The latest James Bond film, Spectre. I didn't mind it. It was alright. Moving on from that, we have prequel era of Star Wars. That's episodes 1 through to 3. personally believe that episode 3 is slightly underrated. I think there was a lot in there. Then we have the classic, A New Hope, or Star Wars as it was known in 1977. Nice steelbook with Darth Vader, unopened at the moment, that Kathleen bought for me. The Empire Strikes Back, which I did do an unboxing video on. Very nice steelbook. First Star Wars film I got on Blu Ray, and my favourite film of all time. Of course, we have Return of the Jedi, an excellent ending to the trilogy, the original trilogy. Got the Emperor's face there. Ah yes, The Force Awakens in the dark side slipcover, because you had to get it in one of the slipcovers because that is hideous. That is horrible cover art because that is just a poster and it's got the logo at the top, which totally does not belong at the top of the poster. It just looks ridiculous and cheap and amateur. Nice-ish slip cover though, nice-ish. You're knocking my Blu-rays over. Next up, we have a nice slipcover in an underrated film again. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, the Ben Stiller remake, the polarising Titanic. We have 50-50, a film I'm yet to see. Kathleen has seen that. What are your thoughts on that, Kathleen?
Yeah, it was alright.
It was alright.
It was good.
It was good. And we've got the masterpiece that is The Social Network. Another David Fincher excellence. Black Swan. What are your thoughts on this, Kathleen?
I really like it.
She really likes it. Another film I'd consider a masterpiece. Probably my favourite Darren Aronofsky film. Darren Aronofsky. Oh, well then we got The Wrestler, which is also an excellent film. Really enjoyed this film. What did you think, Kathleen? She thought it is ahead. David Lynch film. 12 Years of Boyhood, and Will Smith is legend. Probably my favourite Will Smith film. Pursuit of Happiness. 8 Robot. We've got... Hey, this isn't meant to be in here. TV. Reactions about it, yeah. And District 9. Great steelbook. Personally prefer it to the Zavvi steelbook you can get. Had to got this off eBay. Not in great condition, but I do like that steelbook. What do we have next? Got Back to the Future. First one is one of my top 5 films. A nice steelbook that my bro got me. Steelbook I wanted for a very long time and eventually got after a year or two. Blade Runner with the unicorn. A masterpiece of a film. One of Ridley Scott's best. Looper. Makes me very happy that Rian Johnson is doing Star Wars Episode 8. First of Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, Batman Begins. Followed on by the even greater The Dark Knight. And my favourite steelbook of the Dark Knight trilogy, The Dark Knight Rises. Just wish it had Bane somewhere there, because I love Bane. Tom Hardy is Bane. Followed by another Christopher Nolan great, The Prestige. Edge of Tomorrow. The overrated, I believe, Avatar. Sweeney Todd. I'm yet to see the Tim Burton film. This Tim Burton film, but I like Sweeney Todd. The Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law Sherlock Holmes. Directed by Guy Ritchie. One of my favourite Harry Potter films, Half-Blood Prince. That was actually shot by my favourite cinematographer, Bruno Del Bonel. Bruno Del Bonel? Don't know how to pronounce his name. Deathly Hallows Part 1, Harry Potter. Nice steelbook with Voldemort there. Some animated films coming up. How to Train Your Dragon. I love this film. Got a steelbook that Zavvi delivered to me in very bad condition, even though it was brand new. How to Train Your Dragon Part 2. Well, 2. Such a lazy way to title film. Just added 2 on the end. Always hated how they do that, but I'm yet to watch the sequel. And we have the Lego Movie. One of my favourite animated films. I think I gave it a 10 out of 10. Wreck-It Ralph. Probably will never watch it again, but it was alright. Big Hero 6, which was much better, I believe. Probably would watch it again at some point. I think it's also a Marvel property as well. Pixar films. One of my favourite type of films. Disney Pixar with their first outing, Toy Story. Followed by, obviously, Toy Story 2 with the annoying Jessie. And Toy Story 3 with the annoying Jessie. The second Pixar film, A Bug's Life. I haven't watched that one in years. Another one of my favourite Pixar films, The Incredibles. Still waiting on the sequel. Monsters Inc. No longer waiting on a sequel. Ratatouille. Wall-E. It's an alright Pixar film, I guess. And we have another one of my favourite Pixar films, Up. Excellent soundtrack. Kathleen missed out these two. Shh. Kathleen missed out these two. 101 Dalmatians. Film I kind of got bored of towards the end, but I can appreciate it. And The Lion King, which I haven't watched in years. Then we start with the Marvel superhero films. The Spider-Man Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire trilogy. Then we have the X-Men trilogy. The first 3 X-Men films. In an okay Blu Ray slip. My favourite X-Men film. X-Men First Class with an outstanding performance from Michael Fassbender as Magneto. And a fantastic score called Frankenstein's Monster, I think. Followed by a great sequel, X-Men Days of Future Past. Followed by a not so great entry in the X-Men series. I think I gave it a 2.8 or something like that. Followed by the only one in the X-Men series I haven't seen, Wolverine. Followed by the pretty great Deadpool. As you'll see, I have all of them in slipcovers because they know how to make Blu-rays. Continuing on with our Marvel superheroes, we have Iron Man, the first in the MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe, and in my opinion still one of the best. We have probably the weakest, I believe, The Incredible Hulk. I don't think we have got a good Hulk movie. I didn't like either Hulk movies that have been released. Iron Man 2. Of course, all of these are in order of release. Thor, Captain America, the First Avenger, The Avengers, or as it's known in the UK, Avengers Assemble, Iron Man 3. Another one of my least favourite in the series, Thor the Dark World. I actually quite enjoyed it. Arguably one of the better ones, The Winter Soldier, some people's favourite. Great blend of espionage in that. Probably my second favourite, Guardians of the Galaxy. Can't wait for the sequel. Avengers Age of Ultron. In my opinion, I prefer this to the first Avengers. I know that's a very controversial opinion to have right now, but I don't know, I just find it a better film. Personally. And we have Ant-Man, one of Kathleen's favourites. And that ends the MCU films, because then we continue with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in the same universe but a TV series. Watched the first episode and couldn't get into it. Agent Carter, which is cancelled. We have the Alien Quadrilogy. I've not seen the 4th film, Resurrection, but I enjoy the first 3, including David Fincher's Alien 3. Although I think I have only seen the assembly cut, to be fair. The first one's an absolute masterpiece, I think. We have Ghostbusters, the original, Love Stupid Crazy, great musical, Little Shop of Horrors, the masterpiece that is Gladiator, one of my favourite films, Wolf of Wall Street, Men in Black 3, nice slipcover, got it for £1 I think, Catching Fire, and a nice slipcover. Then we got The Hunger Games, Buried, really nice slipcover, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, great film that really surprised me, still in its cellophane, but just because I've only recently got the Blu-ray. The Reverend, The Priest, and Victorious. Followed by The Thin Red Line, now we have to get onto these lot. Pause it, Kathleen. Pause it.
I don't know. What do you press?
Okay. We got Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Planes, Trains and Automobiles, Super Duper, Josh Trank, Chronicle, J.J. Abrams, Star Trek, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, probably my favourite comedy. My personal favourite Quentin Tarantino film, Inglourious. The Purge. Ben Affleck does The Town. Sicario. Roger Deakins has excellent cinematography in this. Well, same case with this. Prisoners. Haven't actually seen it yet though. Excellent cinematography. Road to Perdition. Excellently directed as well. My personal favourite Sam Mendes film. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Alright, David Fincher film. Insidious, a James Wan horror film. I'm yet to see this, but The Lone Warrior. Or Lone Warrior. Excellent action film. John Wick. Cloud Atlas. Slightly underrated in my opinion. Slightly. Godzilla. Disappointing, I think, to say the least. But visually very interesting. Excellent film, The Fighter. Very good David O. Russell film. Equilibrium. I'm yet to see that, but heard alright things about it. Another great film, Lost in Translation. Sophia Coppola. Francis Ford Coppola. Basically his daughter. Godfather's daughter. The Road, good film. Martian, good film. Slightly too long and yet they're releasing an extended edition. It Follows, I'm yet to see it. I'm yet to see it. Unforgiven. Oh god. Well, that's turning off, but Unforgiven, Clint Eastwood direction. King's Speech, excellent film. Followed by The Day After Tomorrow. Hurt Locker, first woman to win Best Director. Kate Bigelow? Catherine Bigelow. Not Kate. Catherine. I knew that. Sucker Punch? What? What's up?
Sucker Peach.
Sucker Punch. Maybe the best Mission Impossible film. Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Enjoyed it a whole lot more than Ghost Protocol, even though some people consider that the best, but I actually think this and number 3 are the best, personally. Then we have the, alright, it's pretty good. It's alright. Jurassic World. Can enjoy it. Probably the best Jurassic Park sequel. Everest. I'm yet to see it. Crimson Peak. I'm yet to see it. The Mist. I'm yet to see it. Followed by World War Z. Saw it in the cinemas. Enjoyed it. Killing Them Softly. Looks beautiful. Looks like it has beautiful cinematography, so I'm going to have to definitely fully check that out because I've only seen parts of it. Excellent. One of my favourite action films. Dread. Incredibly underrated and definitely a film that deserves a sequel. Cop Car. I'm yet to see it. Prometheus. Elysium. It's okay. The Losers. The B-Team. Tomb Raider 1 and 2. Angelina Jolie. Quite enjoyable films despite them not being that great. Kind of more like guilty pleasures, I guess, but great character, and I really think that Angelina Jolie is the perfect Lara Croft, especially for this type of Lara Croft that we're going for. The Mummy. Tropic Thunder. Good action comedy from Ben Stiller. The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Guy Ritchie returns. It's okay. Maybe my personal favourite video game adaptation, even though everybody will disagree for some reason, but I incredibly enjoy it. Need for Speed. Tron Legacy, slightly underrated in my opinion. Kick Booty. Kick Booty 2, only seen it once, it was alright. The first one's excellent though. Simpsons movie, alright film. Tries to be a bit too much like Family Guy, I think the new Simpsons were. Strangers. What did you think, Kathleen?
Let's see.
The Towering Inferno, I think this was 1970s. Yeah, 1974. I'm yet to personally see it, but looking forward to it. Then we have nothing else. Oh yes, we do. Rounding it off.
No,
Yeah, I know, I'm getting to that. the 50th anniversary collection of James Bond 007 on Blu Ray, the first 50 years. 2 lots. Every Bond film from Dr. No through to Skyfall. We're not finished yet, because we've got Space Cop. This took 12 years to make. So yeah, that rounds off our Blu-ray, well, my Blu-ray collection video. I don't have that many, but I have a lot more DVDs, but I didn't want to put all of them in it because there's about 500 of them. But yeah, it's not a great collection, but it's something. Thanks for watching. Bye. Say bye. Bye. That's Kathleen.